Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 11 of What If Naruto Was a Badass? With a godlike ability. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, stay in tune for the restorative coming your way over on Anime King 2 and Anime King 3. If you're new, yes, you heard that correctly. I indeed have 3 channels, Anime King, Anime King 2, and Anime King 3, which I post what fun every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying talking about to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Start the intro. So, the last time we left off, after the victory of making Orochimaru flee the village, Naruto was hospitalized for at least 2 days, as it was his first time using KCM form, and he might have pushed it a bit overboard. As the council was speaking about the promotions, as they spoke highly about Naruto in there, a lot of people start to respect and admire him even more, as they had saw him stand, despite being tired, as he raised his hand to the air, shouting victory. Even the past Hokages noticed that this boil with a fire would never extinguish. After 2 days, Naruto woke up as he was perfectly fine. With that, he was allowed to head back home, as Sakura and the others were pissed off though, that he was unconscious for so long, as they were starting to get worried. It didn't take too long as Harrison wanted Tsunade to be found, as he wanted to step down from his position. In the war, he could see that he was no longer Hokage material. He was getting too old. As Naruto sent one of his summons out to go and find Hinata, as her beacon would be rather useful for this mission. As she came back, rather nervous, as she was going to be spending the whole time with him. As Naruto spoke to Hayashi and Ranmaru, who was there, learned the ways of Hyuga because of his eyes being so similar to them, as he would like to spar with Naruto when he came back, as Naruto told him sure. So with that, the group headed off, Jiraiya, Hinata, and Naruto. They made their way searching for Tsunade until they were attacked, well mostly Naruto, by the Akatsuki, as Jiraiya had went out. He told Hinata to go and get Jiraiya, as Naruto did not want to reveal most of his abilities, just in case they might just slip away, as these guys seemed that they were so hard to kill, but he was gonna hurt them as best as possible, as Naruto rained down hell on Kisame and Itachi, forcing the 2 men to flee. As the attack leveled a giant part of the place, he could not really go all out because he might just end up destroying the town and he would kill so much innocent people and he didn't want that one bit. So with that out of the way, they fled, as Kisame and Itachi managed to escape with their life. Jiraiya and Hinata came back the next second, as they had found Tsunade. With that, they made their way as they went to the bar. Even Hinata was surprised at Tsunade's attitude, but Naruto goaded her on until she got pissed and slugged him through the bar. But he punched her back, as he threw her back. The both of them made their way to a rowing section of the village where an old castle was, as they started to fight. As Naruto realized that she had lost her will, she had lost her drive of determination, so he brought out a massive lightning dragon, as he decided to mock her into getting that fire back, to getting that spirit back, as he spoke about Dan and Nawaki, as it started to piss her off. But that is exactly what he wanted. So yeah guys, that was basically that's what left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself. So yeah, what is to begin this new episode? Let's get straight into it guys. As Naruto looked down towards Tsunade, as he saw that fire burning within her eyes, as a smile crept on his face, well, it seems the Senju has gotten her moral once again, said Naruto, as he released the lightning. But the water came pooling down towards her. As she pulled her fist back, as she started to charge chakra into it, so much so that it started to glow ominously. As she put all her anguish and sadness into this one punch, memories flashing through her head. As she drove her fist forward, the pressure exploded outwards, blowing a gaping hole in the water. The rest only dispersed into a little raindrop, falling down, damping her hair a bit. As Naruto crashed landing beside her. That was some power, Senju, he said. It seemed Jiraiya's words weren't all talk. Shut it, Brad, she said. Harem, said Jiraiya as he rushed over. As the man was happy to see that fire once again burning in her eyes. It seems that Naruto was right, as he enveloped her in a hug. Usually, she would knock the crap out of him, but she was mentally exhausted. After the whole event tonight, her mind had been conflicted for so long, and now she was mentally exhausted. After this brat had forced so much out of her. But Jiraiya just had to push things, as his hands started to go down a bit low. Even though she was mentally exhausted, that didn't mean she was physically exhausted. Bam! He was launched away. As Naruto chuckled at that. Alright, let's go back, said Naruto. We can leave tomorrow. Wait, what about Orochimaru? Did you forget about him, said Tsunade. As the idea popped into Naruto's head. Just leave his ass hanging. It will really piss him off to be stood up, said Naruto. Time skip, several figures stood on what seemed to be giant fingers, as these figures were nothing but holograms. Their eyes were the only thing that could be clearly seen from each member's. Standing on a platform looking all over them was a man with ring eyes. They were purple, with concentric rings in them. There was something about his eyes. It just resonated power and authority. As he spoke, are you saying that the nine-tailed Jinchuriki was able to drive off you and Kisame by himself? His voice was calm. You could not tell if he was angry or not. Yes, Pain-sama, said Itachi. Itachi was able to block the technique that Naruto used to decimate the area, but he had to use one of his most costly moves. It was the Yatamiru from Isusano, and constantly using that would affect his eyes badly. But that technique had so much power, so he had to reflect it away, as it had hit the ground. He was not fighting to his fullest, but neither were we. But we underestimated him. He's stronger than we thought. As someone burst out laughing, I think that the walking fish stick and the fisherman got your ass kicked by a kid. The outburst came from the one in the black eyes, and he had a sight over his shoulder with 3 blades. Do we need to go and get him for you? He spoke mockingly to the two. Shut up, Hidan. You know he's not our target. The harsh reply came from his partner. Shut your goddamn mouth, you money hungry jackass. You know one day I'm gonna really kill you, Kakazu. Please, said Kakazu, as that seemed to just piss Hidan off even more. Enough, said Pain, as they all focused their attention back towards their leader. Hitachi Kisame, what else information did you find out about the Jinchuriki? He's extremely dangerous with a blade. Genjutsu doesn't seem to work on him. At least the lower one I tried to place on him. He has complete control over his bloodline, along with a complete control over wind and water elements. I will assume from his lightning attack that he's also well adapted to the lightning element as well. He also have what seemed to be mastery over the Nine-Tails chakra. I see. That is bad news, said Pain, as he did not expect the Kyuubi Jinchuriki to be so strong at such a young age. We need to know what he's capable of. You two will go after him once again, and this time, all you have to focus on is try not to kill him. But we need to see more of his skills. Go as hard as possible, without ending his life. If you're able to knock him unconscious, bring him back. Yes, Pain-sama. I'll be sure to cut his legs off this time, said Kisame, and drag him back here. You're all dismissed, said Pain. They all left, as the masked man, Konan, and Pain was the only one left behind. Was that wise? He did that much to them while holding back, I wonder what he will do when he realizes they're fighting hard as well. I guess he won't hold back either, the masked man said. We simply want to see what he's capable of. The world is not ready for the Akatsuki yet. You say that, but if you lose one of them, it's on your head, said the masked man, as he narrowed his glowing red eye towards Nagato. As pain, eyes focused on the man, as there seemed to be an intense standoff as they looked at each other, as Konan narrowed her eyes until the masked man sucked himself away in a swirling vortex. When Pain opened back his eyes, it was to the view of a village that was constantly raining, until someone spoke up behind him. We should not trust him now, but Pain cut her off. It's Pain, he said. I do not trust him, Nagato. We need to do something about him, she said, as she did not address him as Pain. Despite him cutting her off and saying that, he decided to let it slide. I know, but he's still useful to our goal. Once we get what we want, I will take care of him. Our dream will not fail. We will not let Yaiko's dream go down the wrong path. As he extended his hand to the village, Konan saw a flash for a second there of Yaiko when he usually spread his hands, looking over the village, before she saw the piercings and things would turn back normal. Do you think that we're going about this the right way? Do you think that this is what you would have wanted? As a few doubts started creeping in her heart at the things they have already done, and more things that they were going to do. Things were going to get dark. As his gaze landed on her. After all this time, tell me that you're not losing faith in me now, he said. She might have had doubts in herself, but she was angry that he would even suggest that. How could you say that, she said. After all we have been through, I've always been at your side, no matter what. As he looked at her, as he saw that she was a bit angry, it reminded him of the past. But his arrogant attitude took over. Don't question or have doubts in your God. You're my friend, not my God, she said, as she turned and left the room. Meanwhile, in Tansuka, waiting by the broken castle was none other than Orochimaru himself. The man was getting really pissed off. Damn it, where is that woman? Orochimaru said, as he was rather angry that Tsunade was not here yet. Kabuto wanted to say something, but Orochimaru was leaking so much killing intent, he was kind of afraid. I swear when I see her next time. A piece of paper fell. As Kabuto snatched it, seeing that Orochimaru's hands were all messed up from what Naruto did to him. What is it, Kabuto? Did Tsunade send a message that she will be... As the man froze when he saw what was in the paper, it was a drawing of a penis. Along the bottom was a message for them both. To Snake Pedo and his butt buddy. Naruto Uzumaki has kidnapped Tsunade's angel, and I'll be taking her back to the Leaf Village. So, if you got a problem with that, I don't give a damn. Oh, and tell Kabuto when I see him, I'm gonna kill him. Your pal Naruto. Hope you survive this. Both men raised a confused eyebrow. Hope they survive what? The paper started to glow as Kabuto threw it away. Boom! A gigantic explosion rocked the area. Meanwhile, with Naruto, the group was currently flying on Naruto's summons, as Shizune was held on tight to Naruto as she was afraid. It's a very long drop to Tsunade, as she glared at Jiraiya, who was rather close to her, trying to cop a feel. Hey, switch with me, Brett, said Tsunade as she looked over towards Naruto. Nah, I like Shizune's company, said Naruto. Hey, how about we make a bet? A bet? Said Tsunade as she looked towards the brat. And what exactly does this bet entail? She asked, as Naruto knew that she liked gambling. Before he could say anything, an idea popped in her head. Before you agreed or say anything, if I win, you have to buy me a year's supply of sake. Without question, said Tsunade, as she smirked. Sounds reasonable, said Naruto, as the idea popped in her head. I bet you can't do your dad jutsu, as Naruto did not say anything regarding that. Okay, and if I win, you give me Shizune, and that necklace of yours. As Shizune was blushing heavily, as Naruto flexed his muscles, seeing that she was holding on to him, making her blush even more. Tsunade-sama, don't make that bet, she said, as she was blushing like crazy. Don't worry, Shizune, there's time limits on this. And it's not like he's gonna win. So, do you agree, said Naruto. Tsunade nodded. You got yourself a deal. Hinata couldn't help it as she started to laugh a bit. As Naruto started to laugh as well. I see why they call you the legendary sucker, he said. As Naruto patted the Thunderbird as the bird started to go up, along with the bird that Tsunade was on as well. What the hell's going on? Asked Tsunade. Oh, this, said Naruto as he held out his hand. The Rasengan former's wings started to pick up around it. Tsunade's eyes went wide. What the hell? As Naruto launched it into mid-air. As the thing blew away all the clouds, the Rasengan shuriken expanding. As Naruto started to laugh darkly. Now, Shizune-chan, he said, when you get back, I'll show you where you're gonna be staying and introduce you to the family. As he patted their head. Hinata-chan, would you also like to train with us, said Naruto. Haku likes to go on and on. How good you are at making medicine. As Hinata blushed. Of course, Naruto-kan, she said. I will like that. As Naruto looked towards her blushing face, before he pulled her towards him. You're just so cute. As she blushed and melted in his arms. As Naruto turned towards Tsunade. I'll be taking that necklace. Toots, said Naruto. As Tsunade's eyebrow twitched at that. Come say that to my face, you fish cake, she said to him, as she waved her fists. As Naruto got up and jumped off the bird, as he landed on the one that Tsunade was on. She sent a punch towards him, but he ducked right under it, as he reached out and grabbed onto the necklace. As she raised her fist, but she did not punch him though. Instead, she smiled, as she unhooked it around her neck. As she gave him a look, it seems like she was proud. And also she was grateful for him saving her from that depressing path. As she placed her on his neck, before leaning over, she gave him a motherly kiss right on his forehead. Make me proud, brat, she said, as a small smile came to his face, as he felt happy. Back at Konoha, Rukia was walking out of school, along with her friends Konohamaru and his group, as Hanabi was there as well. Rukia was introduced to the group when Naruto had enrolled her in the academy, as Konohamaru had saw him bring her there, and he ran over and introduced himself rather quickly. Rukia was a bit shy at first, but once she got into the feeling of attending for a few months, she started to warm up. Man, class was so boring today, said Konohamaru. I actually liked the lesson in math today. I found it really helpful, said Udon, as he pushed up his glasses. Yes, it will make your homework much easier. Maybe if you pay attention and didn't always fall asleep. You wouldn't have to copy my homework, said Rukia. Yeah, Kono. Are you not getting enough sleep at night? Asked Monkey. Hey, lay off me. It's just that this class is so boring. Maybe if Big Brother Naruto taught the class, it would be a lot better. Rukia did not share that same thought though. She knew if her father taught the class, there would be a lot of explosion and destructions. No, the voice of Hanabi interjected. I will not have that man teach a class that I'm in. As the group turned towards her, please, you're just saying that because he doesn't treat you like a princess. Well, he should. I'm a Hyuga after all. Hanabi was still getting used to the way Naruto treated her. He did not treat her like the others, as he was different. He was also nice to her big sister as well, but he always treated her like a baby. Despite her being a Hyuga, she must not show any soft emotions, but he always tried to pat her head and even tickle her, just to make her laugh, which angered her most times. One time, he had grabbed her and placed over his shoulder, like she was some prize to be won in a game. He also tried to scare her a lot, and with her Byakugan, sometimes she did not really see him. My dad is awesome, you're just jealous. I'm not. R2. Not. R2. As both girls started to argue back in front. Come on you two, give it a rest, said Konohamaru. Can we just all agree that Big Brother Naruto is awesome, said Mogi. As she had a small blush on her face, having a crush on her friend's father. They then heard a screech as they looked up as they saw the Thunderbirds descending. As Rukia got a big smile on her face as she waved to the sky. As Naruto saw his daughter screaming for him. Oh, there's my little girl, he said, as he flipped off the bird. He has a daughter? Said Tsunade. As Naruto landed down along with Hinata. Papa, said Rukia as she rushed over as Naruto caught her and spun her around. As Naruto placed her on his shoulder. How are you doing, honey, he said. Did you have a good day? It was okay, kind of boring, she said. But it's better now that you're back. We can train. You bet we can. Just make sure that stupid sword keeps her coming to herself. The sword seemed to react to what he said, as the hilt whacked him over the head. As Naruto glared at the blade, the sword seemed like it found it amusing. As Rukia could hear it, but he could not. As Rukia started to laugh, Papa, she said don't call her a stupid sword, or else. Or else what? Is she gonna come out the sword and say to my face, said Naruto. She says yes. Once I unlock her, I'm able to wield more of my power. Wait, she can, said Naruto. As a devilish look came on his face. That will give me a chance to beat your ass. As the sword has been abusing him with her hilt, ever since he found out that Rukia could talk to it, and he made his comments. She said that you're 1,000 years too young to match her, said Rukia with pride in her tone at having such an awesome partner. Oh, so she's old, said Naruto. I didn't know that. Whack! The sword whacked him over the head once again, as Naruto's eyes started to twitch. Just wait until you get out your sword, said Naruto. I mean, old lady. So, Hanabi, how was your day? Asked Hinata as she made her way over to her sister. Boring. Can you help me with my training today, sister? I'm having some trouble with my posture, she said. Time skip, Hokage's office. Man, this place is the same, said Tsunade as she looked around. As she was trying to spot anything different from the last time, she was in the room. And you will have to find another assistant to help you, said Shizune. As Tsunade turned and she scratched the back of her head. Look Shizune, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to, but Shizune cut her off. It's not that. It's that you bent me like I'm some kind of object. Given how long I've been with you, I thought. Tsunade lowered her head in shame. She had made a mistake, as she was too brash and jumpy. You're right, and I'm really sorry, and I hope you can forgive me. As she bowed her head in front of Shizune, surprising Shizune, as she knew how prideful Tsunade was. Shizune released a sigh, knowing how jumpy her master could be, doing things that she later regret. Okay, but you owe me. Well, isn't that just beautiful? Almost makes a grown man cry, said a voice as Jiraiya sat by the window. Yes it is, said Naruto as he stood by the door. What do you two want? Asked Tsunade, as she glared at both of them. Well, said Naruto, I just came to pick up my beautiful new helper. She's no longer yours, she's mine, said Naruto, as he grabbed her hand and spun her around and dipped her like they were dancing. As Shizune couldn't help but blush, as she found herself doing that a lot lately around him. Don't be shy, Shizune-chan, said Naruto, as she tried to hide herself. Jiraiya pulled out his notebook. You know, kid, you're giving me some BAM! He was sent sailing through the window by Tsunade. You're not having her, said Tsunade, as she grabbed Naruto in a headlock. Give, brat, she said. No, said Naruto as he lifted himself up, causing her to come up with him as well. As they drop, they end up breaking through the ground, as Jiraiya came back a second later. You know, I don't know how I should feel knowing that he can wrestle Tsunade like that. He must have some real strength in order to grapple her like that. As he looked down the hole, I know what you mean, and they're just playing with each other. Before they heard a devilish cackle, as they saw electricity, they heard Tsunade shout. Then they heard a fist smash into something hard, as they heard Naruto wince in pain. As their little play fight started to turn into a real dangerous thing, as the tower started to shake, with the both of them causing chaos. Jiraiya shook his head. With the both of them in the village, I'm not sure it will be safe. Time skip, 1 month later. Papa, that was the best movie I ever seen, said Rukia, as she ran out of the theater. As they were having their father and daughter time together, as Naruto had brought her to the movies. I mean, she was like, wish and slash, divine attack, said Rukia, as she made some silly motions, trying to mimic what she saw Princess Gale doing. It was quite funny seeing her doing these moves when she already knew how to beat up ninjas. Hey Papa, are you listening? Of course I'm listening, said Naruto. Then what did I say, she asked, before she had to jump out of the way as a horse leaped, and landed where she once was. As the person rode hard away on the horse. Who was that, said Rukia. I don't know, said Naruto. Why don't you find out? Rukia jumped on his back as Naruto flew off, as they appeared on the horse. The woman turned, looking at them shocked. Hey, who the hell are you, said Naruto, and why are you riding a horse in the damn street? You could have gotten someone hurt. Papa! As Naruto looked up, yeah, Rukia-chan? It's... it's her! Princess Gale, Rukia shouted. Naruto had to cover his ears as he almost went deaf, as she had screamed it to be exact. As Rukia jumped off his back and landed on the horse as she hugged Princess Gale from behind. My papa can be so stupid sometimes. He didn't mean to shout at you. Princess Gale, can I please have an autograph? No, you brat. I don't do autographs, and my name is Yuki Fujikaze. Okay, please, but just a little autograph, please. It's pointless, you will only shove it in a corner and forget about it, so no. As Rukia looked down, as Naruto jumped off the horse and slammed its foot in the ground, as the horse was forced to stop. Come on, Rukia, said Naruto. It seems that this is definitely not the woman from the movies. As Naruto took Rukia and started to walk away, said Yuki, before she looked down towards the ground. As he was able to stop her horse by stomping his foot in the ground like that. Time skip, Uzumaki compound. She did what? Where is she? Tell me where she is, I'll kill her, said Teiwaya. Teiwaya has grown really attached to Rukia. She didn't know what it was, but the girl just rubbed off on her right. And she had become quite fond of her, as she was just small and cute. Even though Teiwaya was usually the rough one, she couldn't help but say Rukia was cute. And to hear that someone refused to be nice to her given how nice the girl was, Teiwaya wanted to kill her. Now Teiwaya-chan, we don't want to start anything now, do we? I have to leave anyway, Uncle-chan said that we have a mission to do. Come on, shithead, take me with you. I don't want to be locked up here anymore. Please, she said to him. As Naruto gave her a kiss, making her blush a bit. You have another month before you're off probation then. I can draft you on my team. Go hang out with the others. I heard Tsunade-chan want to do something with you. As he patted her head, she slapped his hand away and she gave him a glare. I told you to stop patting my head. I'm not a dog. As he simply kissed her while she was talking, making her stop. Better, he asked. She looked to the side. No. I think I need another one, she said. As Naruto chuckled at that before he gave her another one. Naruto, I believe Uncle needs you, said Karen as she came in. Ah, Karen-chan, said Naruto. I want you to come with me on this mission. It will help you with your new partner and serve as more experience. During the month, Naruto unsealed the 4 tails from Orochi. And the only one that could properly handle it, because of her Uzumaki genes, was Karen. As you remember, flashback. You want me to do what? Said Naruto, as he sat in the council chambers. We want you to unseal the Biju and place it into a shinobi of the leaf. Okay, said Naruto. So tell me which one of you are offering up your child for the process. As they all looked away. That's what I thought. If you're not gonna give up your kid, I don't want to hear anything. I will take the Biju and seal it into someone much more qualified. Absolutely not. You will seal it into someone we pick, and that is final, said Danzo. As Naruto turned, as the air was quenched with bloodlust. How about we seal it into you, said Naruto as he stepped forward, lock you up, and restrain you, and send you on suicide missions. How dare this man tell him to seal a Biju within someone, much less a newborn child? Considering that the 4 tails nearly got near to the village destroyed, some people must have some words about that, despite seeing that he was perfectly in control, and Kisame was with him. People were just ignorant most times, as he knew that for the younger part of his life. As Danzo glared at the boy, but he had nothing to say. I'll seal it in someone I pick, and that is final. And with that, Naruto left as he made his way to Roshi. Hey pal, how do you want to do this? Said Naruto. I can take your Biju and let you live, or you can die in the process, said Naruto. As Naruto was being blunt with the man, as Roshi wanted to do this, the man was tired, as he was forced to come here and attack Konoha. He never wanted to do this, but the man seemed tired of it all, as Roshi went quiet as he spoke to the 4 tails inside of him. Before a soft, resolute smile came on his face. I've been alive for a while now, he said, as Naruto saw the gray streak of fear in the man here, as the man seemed to have been through a lot, judging by his eyes. I think it's time that I rest, he said, as he wanted to die. As Naruto understood, he was an old Jinchuriki who was being used for the better part of his life, and he wanted to be free and find the rest. As Naruto did what he did as he went home and talked to Karen. At first she was scared, but as they talked it over, and not to mention Naruto got her to meet the 4 tails before they removed from Roshi, which was rather cooperative, as the four tails seemed to have respect for Roshi, as it was also being forced into this, having a new younger host to speak with. It seems like he was agreeing to that, so Naruto did the process, and Roshi ended up dying. Time skip, in the office. Now, Team 11 plus Karen will be escorting Yuki to the Land of Snow, where her movie will be getting filmed. What? I have to protect that bitch, said Naruto, as you remember how she treated Rukia. What's the problem with her? I mean, Rukia loves her movies, right? Said Uncle. We ran into her earlier, as she was a complete bitch, said Naruto. All Rukia wanted was the autograph, and she blew her off. The man in the room, Sandio, decided it was time to speak up. Now I'm very sorry for her actions. Can you please find it within your heart to forgive her? As he bowed towards Naruto. What are you, her bodyguard or something? Naruto asks. Yes, and I promise, she's not always like that. Okay, whatever, said Naruto. Let's get this mission over with. Right, I have a boat that will leave shortly and take us to our destination. Please follow me and we can head out. As Sandio turned and walked out with Karen and Uncle, Tsunade blinked. Why are you still here, Brat? Tsunade watches you walk around the table. Oh, the past month they had been gotten into a lot of play fight, where she had really punched him, and he zapped her with his lightning. So she was cautious of the brat, until he hugged her. I'll see you when I get back. As he hesitated for a while. Mom, he said. As he went off, Tsunade paused. Did he just call her mom? As she realized how they had been acting over the past month since she got here. As she realized that she indeed had a motherly figure to him. Somehow that just warmed her heart. As she watched little brat went off. Time skip. The princess was gone. As Naruto was pissed off. As after hearing what Sandio said about her, he figured that she might be at a bar. As she was always stressed, and a good way to release her stress was drinking. So he decided to search with his clones until he finally found her. What is up with me and finding drunk women, said Naruto. Hey princess, get your ass up. It's time to go. What do you want, armor boy, she said, as she was mocking him and his blue armor. Here for another autograph. Bitch please, said Naruto, as he knocked her in the back of the neck. She dropped right over his shoulder as he flashed away. As he arrived to the boat and gave her over to someone, who brought her to her quarters. Naruto-kun, I wonder how Rukia-chan will act when you tell her about this mission, said Uncle. She will most likely take out her sword and try to stab him, said Karen, as she imagined Naruto running away from Rukia, who was chasing after him with her blade, and it made her laugh, as he laughed as well, thinking about that. Naruto, are you sure that you should be packed in something more heavy? I mean, the armor is nice and all, but we're going to the Land of Snow, said Uncle, as Naruto blinked. You realize that you're wearing a black mini skirt and a trench coat, right? As she chuckled and rubbed back of her head. He had a point there. You can at least be like Karen, who realized how awesome her big brother armor was. As Karen was wearing a red armor, but instead of the fur at the top, it was more silk going down. Well, I'm a more flexible fighter, Uncle said. Yeah, really flexible, said Naruto, as he narrowed his eyes at her. You know, brother, you're such a pervert, said Karen. I know you're not calling anyone a pervert, with all those dreams that you've been having about that one Hyuga, her inner demon said, as it was none other than Son Goku. At first, he was upset that Roshi had chosen death, but Roshi has been through a lot. Bijous were immortal and they could not die, as he could reform each time, but humans had a limit to how much they could take. And somehow this little brat had managed to worm her way to get his friendship. Doing so, he ended up telling her his name. Roshi was not a complex one, as he knew that most humans were not evil as most, as she was one of the good ones. Oh shut it, Goku, she said, as she said it out loud by accident. She was still getting used to this. It's only been a month. Oh, Goku gave you problem again, said Kisame around Naruto's neck. With Karen and Son Goku bonding, he could also come from the seal, but Karen did not have full control over his power yet, as she had to learn how to control it, despite their friendship. Oh shut it, dumb fox, he said, as he emerged on her shoulder, as he was small. Or do I need to tell them what happened when you were drunk? And she snapped her gaze towards him. You said you weren't gonna bring that back up again, she said. You dumb ape. Alright, sorry, he said, remembering his promise. As she gave him a last glare, but he wouldn't let her have the last laugh. As he fired a miniature lava ball towards her, but she smacked it with her tail as it went in the water. Oh, that's it, she said. She launched herself towards him as they start to fight. You know, it's crazy, said Uncle, to see them acting like this, when you know that they could level mountains and destroy villages. But like this, they're just so cute, Uncle said, as she looked towards the two tail beasts fighting. Well, the same can be said for us, said Naruto, when you're not torturing people or summoning snakes. Everything is normal. Or screaming my name, said Naruto. Yeah, you're right. As Naruto chuckled to himself, as she did not realize what he said. Hey, she said, she snapped her gaze towards him. It's not like I'm lying, said Naruto. Perhaps you're not, maybe. I'll come after you tonight, she said. Well, you can come, said Naruto. It's not like I will deny you, as he pulled her down into a kiss. Karen and Koth get their attention, but they did not stop, as the move crew started to watch them. As Karen looked towards Son Goku, who had stopped fighting and returned back to her shoulder, as she gave him a nod, as he spat a small amount of lava between their hands. They had to separate as it burned them. Don't you two have things to do? Said Karen, as she glared at the both of them, seeing that everyone on the ship was watching at their makeout session. Time skip, 1 hour later. Yuki was confused. She didn't remember going to sleep. The last thing she remembered was talking to some little punk, and she couldn't remember more. As her eyes snapped, that damn blonde. It was him that brought me here, wasn't it? Princess, are you awake? The voice of Sandio came from the other side. Yes, now what do you want, she asked, as he came inside. As he brought her a tray of food. I got you a full breakfast so you can have a full stomach while you work. As he gave her a thumbs up. Just to be a little bit on the upper side. What are you, my dad, she said. No, I could never replace such a great man. It was just a joke. Relax, she said. Oh, what's so funny, can I join, said Naruto as he walked in the room. You. As she tried to get up, but Sandio held her down. Come here so I can kill you. It's fine, said Naruto as he waved off Sandio, as he went down there and sat down right beside her. Huh, you have a really comfortable bed. Maybe I should sleep in here for the rest of the night, he said. As he took off his sandals, as he got onto the blanket. As Yuki blinked. Was he really doing this? As he got her pillow and rested his head on it. As he covered himself and cozy up. As he turned towards her with a smile. Really comfy, he said. As if I'll ever lay next to you. Get out, she shouted at him. As she grabbed the fork when he did not move, as she stabbed him right on the leg. As he poofed away. You know, said Naruto. The real one came in and flicked her on the forehead. As she glared at him. That was not nice. I hate you, she said to him. It's nice to know that you care, said Naruto. Some time passed, they started to film the movie. Until Naruto felt something off, as Kisame lifted her head up. As she looked around, I feel it too. Suddenly there was an explosion. As the movie crew started to back away. As 3 people came skating down. Well, 2 to be exact, the last one remained up on the hill. As he slowly jumped down, coming with his leisurely pace, like he had all the time in the world. And who the hell are you 3, said Naruto. That does not concern you, the fat one on the skateboard said. As the protection team moved in front of Koyuki, who started to step back. Ah, princess, the man up at the top said. Let me guess, you're here for the princess, said Naruto. As he sighed. Don't worry, said Karen. I'll take care of this. As the fat man chuckled. Do you really think that you... Karen flashed away. She appeared a moment later, as the man cried out in pain, as her kunai that was embedded with fire chakra stabbed into his armor, literally cutting through it. He jumped back in pain. You bitch, he said as she jumped away. She flashed through hand sign. Fire style. Fire dragon blast. The 3 of them had to leap away as the era was assaulted with a fire blast. As the fire raged, Karen shot out her chain as she grabbed the big one and threw him right in the fire. The man screamed as he was burned. You're dead, the pinker girl said as she flashed through hand signs. Ice release, ice prison. Pillars of ice shot from the ground as Karen jumped away, until one of them caught her as she was trapped in the ice prison. Now I'll finish you. Ice style, ice dragon. A dragon of ice form, and shot towards the frozen Karen. All for Karen iced the glow before. The ice prison exploded outwards as she flipped, as she skate on the top of the dragon with fire coating her feet melting it. Fierce, flame fists. Her hands got coated in flames as she dropped it on the dragon's head. It exploded into several pieces as the pieces were launched towards Fubuki. Wow, said Naruto. It seems she has gotten a lot greater at using her fire chakra. A little more she will use that lava style, said Naruto, as he had pride in his voice as he spoke. I know, but would she get that chakra mode that you have? Asked Uncle. No, that is only special for me and Naruto-kun, said Katsume. But perhaps she will create something of her own. As he heard screams as Karen was punching the pink-haired girl with her fists burning, as she punched her right into an ice pillar until a massive whale leaped from the water. As Karen had to leap away as it crashed and destroyed the platform, the leader of this group jumped down as he grabbed the pink-haired girl that was unconscious. We will be back, and when we do, you're dead. As he took her and flashed away, as Karen made her way back towards the group. Well, look at you, said Naruto, beating ass and taking names. Well, what do you expect, she said, as she blew off her fist. As Naruto chuckled at that, as the ship members, one of them poked their head out. Is it clear to get out now? Well, I don't hear any explosions or anything. Back with the snow ninjas. Dodo-sama, we have confirmed that it's indeed Koyuki, but she's being protected by Leaf Ninjas. Where's Mizore? Asked Dodo. He was killed by that Leaf girl, Nair said. And you? Said Dodo as he looked towards Fubuki. That same red-headed bitch. You're telling me one girl did this to all of you? As Dodo couldn't believe what he was hearing come from their mouth. A child did this to an experienced ninja. He had to go and see this for himself. Start up the blimp. We're gonna wipe them out. Back towards the group. Wait, so she's actually a princess, said Uncle, as Sandio told them what was really going on, knowing that they all were in danger, and if they didn't have all the facts, they might end up getting hurt. So you have been using us this entire time, a crew member said. I'm so sorry. I just had to do everything in my power to make sure I get her back here. Princess, you must help your people. Please, I beg of you. As he was on his hands and knees in front of Koyuki, begging to her. As she looked down towards him with a sneer, like he was nothing. It pissed Naruto off so much. Smack! She was knocked back by a water bullet to the face. Wipe that look off your face, said Naruto. You didn't get the ending that you want. That doesn't mean give up and leave everything else to burn. Stop acting like a child. Koyuki wiped the water off her face as she glared back at him. This is not like the movies. There are no happy endings, she shouted at him. Of course there is, the director said from his seat. If you're willing to fight for it, you can make your own happy ending, the director said with a big smile. So let's get this movie running. As Koyuki looked towards all of them, as she shook her head. Time skip. The princess is gone. Wait, what? Said Naruto. She's run away. As Naruto sighed, he slapped his forehead. He knew that girl was a flight risk. We'll find her, said Naruto as they split apart. As for Koyuki, she was running. As she was getting tired. As she was cold. But she wouldn't go back no matter what. But her body could not take that she tripped and fell. As she felt the snow piling on top of her. It's better if she just died here than going back there. You know? I could leave you here and let you freeze over, said Naruto. But I'm not that kind of a guy. But you're getting really annoying. Leave me alone, she said as she squirmed as he picked her up. Shut it, said Naruto, as he put her on his back. Why? Why are you looking for me? Why are you doing this? Why help me, she asked. You don't even know me. Cause it's my mission, you stupid princess. Now that she was on his back, she pulled her face back as she punched him over the head. What's your problem, woman? I go out of my way to save you, and this is how I'm treated. I didn't ask you to save me. And that's revenge for hitting me and knocking me out, she said. As Naruto sighed, before the track started to rumble. What the hell is that? He said. Koyuki's eyes went wide. It's a train. What are you talking about, a train? Said Naruto, as he heard the loud sound as he saw the lights. We'll never make it, said Koyuki as the thing started gaining on them. Please, said Naruto, as he stopped. What are you doing? Before his feet sank in the ground as he blasted off. As he caused the tunnel to shake at the sheer speed that he went. As she was holding on to him tight as he had a hand secure around the back of her waist, so she would not fall off. As Koyuki's eyes went wide at them just zipping there. As Naruto then jumped to the side as the train passed them. She was shocked, as she couldn't believe that he was that fast. As Naruto started to laugh. Why are you laughing, said Koyuki. You mean you don't feel like laughing now, said Naruto. That was quite fun. Fun? Fun? You need to easy up, said Naruto. Probably go and get yourself laid. As her eye twitched. It's been a long while, Koyuki, a voice said. I knew it, she said. It's him, as she stepped back. As Naruto glanced up towards a man that emerged from the train. So that's Dodo, huh? A bunch of wooden logs crashed into the train, destroying a large section of it. There you have it, man, our beloved. Princess Koyuki is here to watch over us. With her to her side, the victory is ours, said Sandio, as he had some samurai guards behind him. Sandio, said Koyuki. Hear me, Dodo. We have waited a long time to see you fall, and today is the day. As Dodo simply chuckled. Kill them all, he said. As Naruto watched as sections of the train open up. Oh shit, he said. Do it, now. As kunais were sent sailing towards the group. Koyuki's eyes went wide as she watched Dodo, as he was about to be killed. But Naruto wouldn't allow that. Storm release. But guys, be in subs right here. If you want to see next person do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to be posted. Remember to just all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episodes over Anime King 2 and Anime King 3. And remember, for new, yes, I'll be posting an episode on Anime King 2 and Anime King 3, which I do every single night. That's right guys, I need up 3 channels that post what fun every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button, become a part of the Anime King family, and thank you for all your help and support. And yeah, without further ado, I'm off for now. See you guys soon. Peace.